the live and top show in Milwaukee. I'm your host, DJ Todd. Please welcome your first host and event planner model, Rebecca. Stylist and makeup artist, y'all give it up for and Dora. The guitar writer and bassist, y'all give a warm round for Iberia. And last but not least, audience, let me see you get loud. Give it up for your executive producer, Spectrum, Aaliyah.
Welcome to Spectrums, everybody. We're glad you all could make it, and you out there in TV land.
Yes.
Hola. We've been listening to you guys. You guys had a lot of feedback for us.
A lot of things to say, and unfortunately, I'm not going to say it's just been from a lot of the ladies. It's been good, bad, from male, female.
Different. Bold and beautiful.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Well, you know, sometimes we come with a little revealing with our dresses, our skirts.
That was in the beginning. That was back in the day.
It was hot. It was. Yes.
No, you know what? Honestly, that's what I had in my closet. You know, that's where a lot of that stuff came from, and that was Iberia wear. You know, so things have changed over the years, and
for me, mine was I shopped and bought that stuff. So I didn't know it would look the way it looked because you know. This is our first time doing this. Yes, you know, we're new on TV.
Anymore,
not 2 years, not even 2 years in. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of stuff was revealing. I had one for those who saw the show where I had on the blue with the belt and the blue dress that was all the way up here.
Chiquita,
and I was so glad when we stopped airing that show because everything was hanging out. And I apologize for those who had to see it who didn't like it. There was a lot of people who did.
A whole lot of
that show.
Yes, I have nice, pretty legs, but you know they didn't need to have the whole.
Just the whole like concentrate on the guest. It was just like thighs.
Right.
Boo. It was just
but that's what a lot of guys. A guy told me. You know, he said. I said, oh, so you watch the show? He said, yeah, I be watching. Like, he doesn't even have the volume on. I'm like, unbelievable. Like, did you
be watching the scene? But I don't care. Tune in for whatever reason you choose to. But we covering it up now. So you're not going to be able to see everything you used to.
Right. But you know what? Some of the stuff has not been about being covered up or not. I had this one lady walk up to me. And I think, well, I know she probably meant well when she first walked up and she was just like, "You're that girl from Spectrums, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, mm-hmm." So she was like, "Oh, did you lose weight? You sure look fat on TV." I said,
first of all,
oh, well, how do I take that? And I was like, and unfortunately, I hadn't lost weight, so I was just like, I think it's just the TV.
When they say the camera adds 10 pounds, it adds 10 pounds.
That's why in Hollywood, those people be like super duper stick, you know, because for real, it makes you look, on awesome.
And we're all real women on the stage.
We're for real. We have our ups and downs. We have our ups and downs. You know, this is winter. We packing on the pants.
And we're in Wisconsin. No, but for real, and being in Wisconsin too.
We need that extra weight.
No, I'm not justifying that.
I was like, what are you saying?
I know. I'm trying to make excuses for us.
Yeah. We wanted to talk about that on our image show.
We have curves, but we have been listening to your feedback and we have been covering them up and trying to accentuate the curves in a tasteful manner because we do know that you all are watching and we do know that you all do. You know, some people get offended. Some people.
Oh no! It's honestly, some of it. I'll be honest. Some of it feel a little bit like hate. You know, but it is what it is. Some is constructive criticism, and a lot of people love the show. So you know, everybody has a right to their own opinion.
We're pretty much saying this to say that we are taking your criticism.
And we are
constructive.
And
we also understand too that being on television, people do feel that they do have a connection and they can say whatever.
They can say whatever they want.
We might not go up to you and be like,
right? No, that's not working at all.
But you guys can come to us and say that, and we'll be like, Okay. But you know, just understand. One day you might catch us on the wrong day, and we'd be like, you know what? No,
no, we won't do that.
No,
we would.
Rebecca might, but
well. Right, I'm down on that.
Yeah, but you know, TV in itself, you know, it does, especially those, you know, when you get into like reality shows, it really makes you feel like you're connected to those people the more. And I know there's a new one coming up.
No, Sarah Palin now has her little reality show. And she has the Tea Party.
There's nothing that makes me want to watch that show.
I know, but they said that being that she has started this whole Tea Party movement, or is a big part of this Tea Party movement, that they really believe that
Tea Party, like.
But they really have, like, they believe that she will be able to take the 2012 election.
Negative. That's not.
Because a lot of people were saying that she actually hurt McCain in the vice presidency.
But I guess this whole Tea Party movement is supposed to be like pushing it, like with her daughter Bristol.
Did you hear about the man shooting his television because Bristol got
shooting his
television on there? Yeah,
like took a gun and shot
Dancing with the Stars.
Shot his television.
What is wrong with him?
Brandy got voted off. You know, she's a little stiff, but she's
Brandy
gotten it better. Yeah, but she's better than Bristol. You know, and the man was really upset because Bristol.
It's a popularity. It's not about dancing. It's about popularity.
So he shot his TV and called the news to tell them. How
did anybody know?
They might have called 911 or something. His wife was like, he's shooting. You know, you never know how it happens.
Right.
Wow, that's crazy.
But like with Bristol, being that she couldn't dance. I mean, literally couldn't dance. And on Dancing with the Stars, if you can't dance, you're voted off.
I don't feel like that's
she's not a star by any means.
No.
Like she wasn't really known except for having a baby at a young age.
Out of wedlock.
So being that she made it all the way to the final, I think the final 3. How is it that she was able to do that? They believe that it was because of these Tea Party people were actually voting for her.
It's definitely, like you said, it's a popularity.
It's a popularity thing. I don't think that this show would help Sarah Palin, though. It may bring, more awareness as to what's going on. I don't think it's going to push her to be president at all. It may hinder. It will hurt. Like, okay, because it's not, it's a joke.
You think SNL is going to have a script? You think they have one now? Man, they are going to really have a script for.
I mean, it might be interesting. I don't know. I don't have a desire to watch it
because they're in Alaska. First of all, I mean, I don't know what all there is to do.
They went fishing, and there was a bear that was about to attack them. So they had.
Good evening. I'm just glad that Atlanta Housewives is on regular TV now because yes,
the reruns, honey.
Yeah, but so what? That's all brand new to me because I never. I'm like, wow, this is what everybody's talking about. I don't have cable. I don't watch TV. I don't. It's not. I can't.
Yes, honey, it's so.
But it's good. It's really good. I was like, oh, this is that person and
right. All the stories.
When you watch the new one to get to see how Nene's nose changed, but we'll talk about that.
But she did it. She did her whole plastic surgery on TV.
And she announced
and I think, like, for instance, Nene Leakes. She is now doing her own segment. She's a journalist for the news station in Atlanta. Right. Television does have power.
It does.
She's just a reality star.
But will it promote them and make them president? No. I just don't.
Exactly.
No, people will know who they are.
Exactly. And you can put your book in Family Bookstore.
There you go.
I saw her book in Family Bookstore.
She can make her some money.
Cool.
Sarah Palin. I'm like,
but I still not gonna buy it.
But for those people who are Republicans, they're not going after Democrats. They're going after Republicans, undecided, and the far right wing people. So do you think that that show is like, oh, I know her so much better now, and no?
It could.
It's not going to help her with presidency.
It could.
I think it'll get her a lot of votes. I think it will. Not to become a president, because I think because of what just happened in the midterm elections that we all need to get out there and vote so we can have President Obama.
She become probably
2 years from now, but
California
really think about
or something
it.
Like that.
President of California.
Because they elect anybody. I know it's not, but I'm just saying, just that ridiculous, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and that type of thing. Yeah, Sarah now. She would probably win.
They could be in the politics and be talented.
You might become president, even though he was
possible.
Republican or whatever. He still actually did have a platform, and his wife actually was on the news and all that stuff, and he actually did have a legitimate platform. He just happened to be the Terminator.
But you know, Ronald Reagan, yeah, he was an actor.
Oh yes, he was handsome too when he was back in the day in his film.
Are we talking about Ronald Reagan?
Yes, he was. His hair, he got good hair, nice hair.
He has good hair.
Yes,
he was white.
What does that mean?
I mean,
no, a good head of hair.
Oh,
like it was a nice. Like,
maybe Spectrum needs to have a reality show. Maybe we can become president. Can they have 4 at one time?
Y'all don't want to see
possible.
what happened in makeup today. No, just kidding.
We'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned. Keep it locked.
Welcome back to Spectrums. Please help us welcome our first guest, radio personality and DJ Barry Johnson of the Boogie Bang Gang on WMSC 91.7 FM. She sounds nice and short.
Barry.
I got
Hello. Pleasure.
Oh no, really, the pleasure's ours.
All ours. Right.
You've been in radio for 29 years. How did you get your start in radio?
Actually, I was doing news for the weekend jocks on WMSC until a show opened up. And then after that, I got like a 2-hour show during the week. And then from there, moved over to Sunday nights, and the rest is
history. So you've been doing radio for 29 years on WMSC?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you aren't like some of the DJs that had to do like rock and roll music or something that they didn't really want to do before they got into...
It's always been R&B. Actually, I started the reggae program on WMSC, and at the time there was only one other station that was doing it. They were like my competition, but they did not last. The reggae show is still on MSC.